So today we're going to talk about the 24-105 that you just saw. Let's go. What's up guys? We're going to talk about the Canon 24-105 STM lens. We're going to talk about it a little bit. I'll show it to you a little bit and then we will throw it on the camera and see what it looks like. Sounds good? Okay, so 24-105, it is a full frame Canon lens. It is a external zoom, not one of the internal zooms because it is the STM, it's not the L lens. But this lens is incredible for video because the STM motor is silent. So when it's focusing, this is the quietest focusing lens I have ever used, and I have used quite a few over my course of time. It does have inbuilt stabilization, which I actually had turned off just then. It does have autofocus or manual focus. It is a 77mm filter thread size, which I don't use a filter on that. I do have a new filter for my 50 that I'm shooting with currently, which we will talk about in the next video probably. It is macro to 1.3 feet or 0.4 meters for those who are not in the States. It's a great lens. I use it all the time. I use it for vlogging because 24mm on a full frame camera is quite wide, perfect for holding out and talking to the camera. I can zoom it in when I need to. There are some advantages over the Prime that I'm using now is that you can zoom it in and out. There are a few downsides. It is a 3.5 to, I want to say 5.6. Yes. So that when you zoom in, the aperture will change because it can only go so fast at different focal lengths. So if you are inside and you try to zoom in, it's going to get dark. If you're outside, it's not going to be as big of a deal. But inside, it will change, and it's annoying. It's just something you gotta learn to work with. Whereas the 50, I can't change the focal length, so the aperture doesn't change while I'm sitting here. Even if the light changes outside, unless I have my ISO set, but that's a whole different thing. So, good lens, I love it, I use it a lot. And now, let's throw it on the camera, see what it looks like, and then come back and talk about it some more. Sound good? Let's go. So this is the 24-105. This is what it looks like at 24 mils. You can see it is very, very wide. You can see when I go into 105, it's a little creepy. But it does have a very usable focal range for when you are walking around, taking pictures, vlogging. If you need to flip it around and get a longer shot, I probably, for in here, would set it somewhere about there. But the way I have it set right now, I kind of have to hold it, so I'm gonna just go real wide. But this is what it looks like. This is how sharp it is, and if you compare it to earlier in the video, you kind of have an idea of how sharp this lens is. It's a good lens. It's quiet. You can't hear it focusing, and I've got the mic sitting literally right above it, so if I move around and try to get it to autofocus, you're not gonna hear it because it is dead silent. I love this lens for that purpose. I've not messed with the L lens. I would like to get my hands on one and do a comparison soon. We'll see if that can happen or not. But it's a fantastic lens for vlogging, for walking around and doing videos, and for general photography if you're outside. Because when you're outside you can adjust your shutter speed enough to balance out, pardon me, the difference between 3.5 and 5.6. It does have image stabilization, so when it is flipped on. So if I pick this up and I try to walk around, you can see it is stable because I don't have any stabilization on in camera right now. So this is just from the lens and me holding on to this with two hands. But if you have any questions, message me and I'll let you know everything I can about this lens. I will throw in some photographs right now. That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to it. Probably do some more B-roll with this lens so you can see what it's capable of. Show you some cool little tricks you can do with it. But other than that, there's really not much else to talk about. It's great. If you want a STM quiet lens for video, I definitely recommend this one if you have a full frame camera. If you have a crop sensor, 24 is not going to be wide enough to vlog with, and 105 is not going to be telephoto enough for it to really merit getting it. but on a full frame camera, can't beat it. So let's throw in some awesome B-roll now. So there's really not much else to say. That's what it kind of looks like. If you have a full frame camera, I recommend it. It's a great lens. It came with the 60 Mark II. I have it in the 50, and then I have an old 75 to 300, which we'll talk about in a later video. But you know, I kind of have all my focal ranges, and I have a 50 if I need it. I would like to get something wider eventually, but right now I can cover any focal length I really need to. And so yeah, it's a great lens for vlogging. It's a great lens for video in general. If you watch any of the videos, the newer videos on my other channel, James Mathis Vlogs, which if you search it, it'll most likely pop up. I think I have enough videos on there now for it to pop up and show up first. But yeah, if you need a good video lens, I highly recommend it. It's great for photography too, don't get me wrong. For video, because it's so silent, you can't really beat it. I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope that if you're on the fence about getting this lens, this helped. If you have any questions, comment down below or send me a message, whatever. I will try to answer anything that I possibly can. I love you guys, and don't forget to live that creative life, and I will see you next time. Bye!